2004 in the dormitory of Harvard University. Now, some young lads led by Mark Zuckerberg founded what we call today Facebook. The original idea of Facebook was to have young students interact with each other in the campus. But today, Facebook has become a global phenomenon. It has not only provided opportunity for people to actually share memories, store videos and pictures. Most people are actually earning hugely from Facebook. Hello, welcome to Clockwise, produced by Netizens ICT. On this sanctuary of greatness, we discuss technology, career, and lifestyle. My name is Providence Essien, and I'm your host. Today, we're having a very interesting conversation, and I have two interesting guests. We're talking about everything about content creation and Facebook monetization. Now, my guests are those content creators with evidence and with results. And as usual, you'll meet them after this time out. Welcome back. Like I said earlier, my guests are content creators with evidence and with results. Now, we'll be discussing everything about Facebook monetization and content curation. Now, let's go straight to the introduction. On my left, I have somebody who is an international MC. You see, he's somebody that if he actually compares or MC your events, you know that, yeah, you've paid something. He's also a content creator, and he's known as Oga Teaser on Facebook. He has used his content to actually portray the ills of the society and how to correct them. He has used content to actually pass a lot of useful messages. Let me not say so much about him. Please welcome Oga Teaser.
I love the accolades, but then next time try to reduce some of the size of my name. Yeah, talking about international when I haven't passed the coast of Cross River State.
All right, now on my right is somebody that let me just give, for the purpose of this podcast, since, when you're actually submitting a CV, you submit a CV based on what you want to do. So let me limit his introduction for the purpose of this podcast. He is actually Mr. Funny Godwin, actually on Facebook. And he's one of those content creators who actually pass serious messages in a very playful manner, but very serious messages. If you actually listen to him, you see that they are very serious messages and serious things, but he does it in a very relaxed manner. Please welcome Funny Godwin. Welcome to Clockwise.
But it's in the work.
Yes.
Okay. It's a real privilege to be here. It's an honor.
Yeah. All right. Now, we're discussing Facebook monetization. But before we go there, we have a policy, a tradition on this podcast. We allow our guests to actually tell us a little about themselves. Apart from what we've said about them, we'll give them a few minutes to actually tell us a little about themselves. Let's start from Oga Teaser. Who is Oga Teaser?
Okay, on the whole, thanks very much. For once of time, my name is Oga Teaser. That's my showbiz name. But my real name is the Kaneme Kanem. I can decide to give you a Kaneme the Kaneme. I hail from Ikono local government area, to be very precise. I'm the third son of my father. I'm not from a polygamous family. My papa married only my mama.
Okay.
So I actually went to a public school, which I furthermore proceeded to the Polytechnic, and I graduated from there.
Okay.
I would say in quote I'm a graduate.
Okay. Yes.
Thanks to God for that. They say they never want commodity dichotomy between BSc and
HND. A graduate.
Oh, so okay. I am into content creation. You call it development, the aspect of publishing, or you call it creation in the aspect of entertainment. I'm into content, and I also do I do compare, like he rightly said. I'm into MC mastering of events, both the traditional events and the white wedding or events of any kind.
Okay.
Then aside from that, I have this play for children.
How many children do you have?
I'm not married. I said I have this play.
You don't need to be married to have children.
Oh, I realize you don't begin the interview. Okay, I work in the children ministry in my church.
Okay.
That's why I said I have flavor for children. So I love seeing children around me. I play with them and I learn from them. You know, life, the story of success doesn't have a full stop. Neither does it have a comma. So we keep going. Is that you learn from me or I learn from you? So I think this is me.
Okay, that's a very brief one. Funny Godwin, let's meet you.
Okay, this is Funny Godwin, a native of Oyo local government.
Okay.
From a family of 8, the third child, the first son. I am a graduate of University of Oyo, Fine and Industrial Art Department, to be precise, and currently doing my master's in the same department.
Okay.
Same discipline, and I am a media enthusiast.
Okay.
You know, and also a philanthropist.
Okay. You're a philanthropist.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, but it has categories.
It's noted.
It has categories. My philanthropic aspect is only based on the less privileged.
Oh, there's no definition for less privileged.
I need to see your ID card as a less privileged before I can, I can see how I can help you.
Okay.
Pathetically, which home? So that you get an
yes, please, for documentation purposes. So
somebody will give you their NIN as less privileged.
Yes, and you must attach your BVN. Very important. Your BVN.
Bros, when they give you this essay, then do you this thing.
Okay, then I am a staff of Akwa Ibom State government.
Yes.
A staff of Akwa Ibom State government, and I'm single.
I wanted to say that part, that you're the special assistant to the governor on media.
But I'm single. No, the most important part is I'm single. I'm single and free.
And rich also.
No, I'm not rich. Rich. No.
It's relative, Sha. That's a very nice one. Let's go straight to business. Content creation. Let's start from content creation. And I would like the both of you to give your perspective on this particular topic, content creation. I want to hear what content creation is to you. I want to also hear what it is to you. You understand?
Okay.
Now know who is a content creator. Let's start from Ogatiza. What is content creation to you personally?
Okay, personally, we at some point in our life, there are these things called crafts. We have talent, we have astutes.
Okay.
Either somewhat learning or you are trying to actualize something. I'm trying to bring it down to a layman's understanding now. Let me not go by the definition, maybe according to Oxford or whatsoever.
No, you're just
now. There is something in you that you come to an understanding that if you project it to a wider audience, which is unusual, something some other person hasn't done before, or something you feel it can be of help to the entire universe or a targeted audience, that is content creation.
Okay.
Projected on an interface. Now the projection now has left the vacuum of you and I seated here. Like I studied mass comm. They say, what is news? You understand? They say, how do we project it? Something that can be consumed by an heterogeneous audience. So content creation, as the word implies, content is your craft.
Okay.
You create your craft. A means of creating what is in you.
Okay. That's your perspective. Funny Godwin?
Me, I would say content creation is a visual activity to pass information or to get your audience to be entertained. Content creation doesn't really mean, and maybe if you're a content creator, it doesn't necessarily mean you dance.
Okay.
Like this podcast right now, it's a content. It's content. It's under content creation. Okay. Someone can also do. You can as well be doing a furniture of a place. Internal decor. you get to film the processes. You can also use that as your content.
What I'm saying, anything is content.
Not anything, because if you're talking about anything, you're making it open to people to misconstrue. For instance, someone trying to maybe stealing, that's not content.
Okay.
No, if you say anything, so you don't have boundaries. No, stuff that are legal, something that can be visually appealing. Let me put it that way, visually appealing. So those are content, and during that process, you get to pass an information, and or you also get your audience to be entertained. So that's why necessarily I need to make mention of this. There are some contents that doesn't necessarily need to be comical. For instance, you can do food content.
Okay.
You can do content about dresses, fashion. You can do content about comedy as well. You can do content about cars. You can do content about text. Stuff like that. So it can be like a means of recording the stages of getting to, but that can be categorized to a different segment of content. So one thing most people don't fail to really place is the fact that they see content creators. If you're into content, they expect you to be funny.
Okay.
To be comical. When there are other ways of generating content, and it's still under the category of content
now,
creation.
From what Funny Golden has said, is it true that what you do as content will determine how successful you'll be in the industry? Is it true?
Let me start by saying he has mentioned few things that qualifies to make it a content creation. He talked about the visual
Representations.
the visual aspect of it. We also have the article, the art. He talked about the art also. Whatever you do, the Bible says the craft of a man make it ways for him. But then there is a clause. It's not just anything.
Okay.
I just realized recently the lady that went almost half naked to her friend's traditional marriage. She said she's a nudist, and Facebook does not in any manner
They don't
accommodate
They don't accommodate
So it's not a
nudity.
category of content.
No, it's not.
I went through her page. It's not monetized. It's not playing arts,
Okay.
because I've seen all forms of abnormalities. You understand? So those are not content
For Facebook.
for Facebook.
You can mean that they can be content for other platforms.
It can be content for maybe other platform, like you just said. But when we are talking about social media, everything might be content. But depending on your
The platform.
platform and where you take it, the extreme you take it to.
Okay.
Cutting of flowers. If you like you said, if you decide to video the way you are cutting or trimming these flowers, you understand? It's visuals. It's content.
And
Recording of music. You say, okay, I need my audio played. I just carry a little, or maybe my picture and I'm streaming my sounds. It's content. Whatever you do, and you decide to make it a recording purpose, it's content for everyone.
Okay.
You understand? But then we have militating factors. We've not reached that. So when we reach that stage,
Okay. Now, if you say, from what he has said, so content depends on the platform of which you want to actually bring these things out. Does that mean that if, let's say, that lady that's a nudist now, do you understand? And that's what she loves, that's what she likes, and that's what she can do, and she wants to bring it out on Facebook, does that mean that she cannot actually bring it out on Facebook since Facebook is restricting?
no. I'm not saying she can't bring it out. Now, the essence of this interaction is content creation and monetization. Now, Facebook has a community standard. Remember, it's no longer Facebook, it's now Meta. Now, Meta has guidelines, rules, and regulations. When you started secondary school, you were given a handout, a little handout that contains of what the school wants you to abide in.
Yes. Okay.
So now Facebook is trying to tell you that before we can accommodate you as one of us, you must
follow the guidelines.
follow the guidelines.
Okay.
So now she may feel she's creating content, but in this region called Nigeria, we've seen that nudity is not something we dance outside with. It's a sin. It's an abomination. A woman is not supposed to walk half naked outside. You understand?
Okay.
So now what she's trying to create might be content within our own space, but for us, we condemn it.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And such thing might be yielding money for her. The other way around is not the same aspect. They might flag me. They would definitely flag me for those contents if I try such. You understand? They won't waste time to flag me. But she's just that's a business page.
Okay.
You understand? She's publishing what she does. I am creating content for the audience, for a targeted audience.
Okay.
So that is a business she's doing. She's marketing her business.
Oh, okay.
She has a brand.
I get that. How did you begin content creation?
First,
Was there any special occasion, special events? Because you said you studied fine arts.
yes, I did fine arts. I studied fine arts, and fine arts studied me too. But I don't really want to
I
go.
know that he I knew how you became a content creator.
I did mass com.
Yeah, so I think I could remember vividly while I was growing. You know, a lot of people used to tell me I'm comical. You know, that I should delve into comedy, should be doing stuff like that. Like we'll be having a normal conversations, and guys will be like, "Guy, what's up? You can be very funny. You can be a stand-up MC and all of that." So normally I used to debunk that because, you know, while growing up, we used to see lawyers, medical doctors, engineers as
They were not funny people.
you understand. So me, I came from a very serious background. You know that everybody, you know, mama won't make you from the onset. I'm a science student. The only arts subject I have in my WAEC is fine arts. In fact, as a matter of fact, I went to Seminary Senior Science Scholarship in Abak. You know, so it was because of the love I had for fine art. I had to include fine arts. You know, and then I had admission, and due to that, I got to, after getting to know that a lot of people in the society, they are going through a lot of challenges on a daily, facing a lot of challenges. So I had to what can I do to the society? How can I at least help people to have a right mentality to face their daily challenges? Because there is no way I can be having enough money to be giving everybody. You know, so I had to okay, if I can be funny, if I can be doing something very funny, you know, at least people can be like, if you can spend 2-3 minutes on my wall, on my timeline, at least I should be able to entertain you, you know, to make you happy and get you off your sad mood. You understand? So that was what drove me. And when I came online, I started really following Lasisi. You know, Lasisi is like my model. You know, so, but I did not really have that mentorship from him because it was really difficult reaching him on Instagram. You know, it's son of a nobody. That's really difficult. You know, so I tried to see how I made personal researches on how I could go about it. You know, that's how I started my special character. I did my first special character. I had 10 views. I was like, I think I can do this. You know, so I was like, okay, I did another one. I had 100 views. I said, I'm blown. Because definitely you can make videos. Another thing is having views. You know, there are some times you make videos, you post them. You know, it's a mental work. You get to write your script, try to think of what you want to give out to the society. You know, but at the end of the day, you don't have the desired views that could be encouraging. You understand? So I was like, okay. And at a point, I had to stop because I got to understand that me save man needs survive before I make another person happy. You know, so I had to be more concentrative on my daily work. So the thing really, the thing really came up again massively when 2019 was a governorship elections. You know, so I was in the media team of the governor. You know, so I was like, what can I do that can be very different from a conventional, like what everybody will be doing? Because I'm not really a fan of sitting down to write a long episode. You know, I'm coupled with the fact that the world is fast evolving. You know, people don't have that time to be reading a lot of paragraphs.
Yeah.
You know, so I was looking out for a way I could send information, send messages, like within a short time.
This morning, I was served a breakfast by a stranger. Let's not go into that. My brother, calm down. I could talk what happened. The person said this food where you carry come give me. The person said this food where you carry.
Not life.
You know whether a man or a woman.
Okay. Continue.
She said this food where she carry come save me. Say she watch them for YouTube. And you know women. See, 3 things can drive women to online. It is either beef, that is amebo, food, or fashion. And if you have a page that contains these 3, amebo,
Gossips.
that's gossips, food, and fashion, you will attract engagement. Women all over the world, if not gist, they go full your page. So you can be very comical and you don't attract attention. Please get this. You can be very comical and you don't attract attention. But you see amebo, gist, my brother, he get people with the fuela and then like her. And you see food and fashion, they move like wildfire. So whatever if you are, when you're able to carve out your niche, it make it a way for you. Facebook is broad. I do normally tell people Facebook is bigger than a faculty.
Too big.
When it was Facebook, it was minor. When Meta came, when they introduced Meta, they expanded it. Now community standard alone is something ambiguous. Even you get tired of reading community standard. There are a lot of things introduced into community standard,
And you have to follow them.
my brother. You follow them.
But
If you don't do them,
it's not a must. It's not a must. If you are having an intent of monetizing your platform, that's when it is a must. You know, there are 2 things. There are 2
Don't
things.
just come online and play.
Yeah, you can just come to be viewing what people are doing the normal admin.
Because I
But
don't
once
think I follow community standard.
no, I talked about okay, there is this girl that is trending right now. She went to a certain traditional marriage of a friend, and she dressed half naked. You understand?
oh yeah,
Now,
I think I saw that.
When I went to her page, someone recommended her page for me. to
Or you
look
just
at.
drive go reach the page.
I
No,
don't
no.
drive go myself. My brother and that person tell me say make I go
Somebody directed
look
you
the
to
page.
It's
Yes.
okay, no.
So now when I got to the page, I realized the page wasn't running ads.
Okay.
It wasn't running ads. So I come realize this page will never be monetized by Facebook because what she's displaying is nudity. And Facebook has a standard against sexual and nudity content.
And maybe she does not want Facebook money. Maybe that's her marketing strategy.
Okay,
Like you rightly said.
it might be a marketing strategy, but it shouldn't be brought. You know, because
It should not be brought social.
Yeah, it should. It's not. It shouldn't be brought on a social platform.
Okay.
You know, because if you want to do that, we all, especially you know where to get good news. You know.
No.
Why did you say
I
especially?
don't think I know.
You are in the public space.
I
Why are you accusing?
I don't think I know.
Okay, so like you rightly said, you can be a content creator, but doesn't have the intent of commercializing it, making money from it. You understand?
And not everything is content.
You understand?
Not
And
everything is
no,
What is
not-
content
not
is something
everything.
appealing.
You need to
When
do
you
stuff
generate
like that.
something appealing is content.
You know.
But when you just sit at the comfort of your home and you just feel you should video record or whatever you do and you feel it should be appealing.
Now, I want to able to actually differentiate between content and content creation as a business. Because the example you just gave about that lady now, she's actually providing content. Because people
Yes,
actually.
it's
Yes, that's content.
And so now, when did you now say, okay, now this is not just content, this is content as a business, like it's a business.
Commercializing it.
Yes.
Commercializing content. You need to first have a business reserved mind.
Okay.
Secondly, think of a niche you need to create for yourself.
But anything can sell.
Not anything.
Okay.
Not anything can sell.
That's why I say in a niche is set goal.
Yes, let's go. Like you need to be known for a particular thing, a particular services.
Okay.
You're giving on social media. You know, for instance, some of my colleagues, like for instance, Ogatiza. Let me start with Ogatiza. Ogatiza is known, for his particular style of content.
Okay.
I am known for my special character Mo. You understand?
He infused acting into
Yes. You know, storytelling. Mr. Real for Real, Dennis, you know, is known for storytelling as well. You know, Vic Volts, known for magical content. You know, so those are all content. But if you have intent to commercialize that, to be very, very serious with it, you need to follow the Facebook community standard to get monetized. And when you get monetized, that's when you get to understand the real business of Facebook. You might get monetized in the morning and get demonetized in the evening.
Okay, now when we are back from this short break, we'll actually go deep into Facebook monetization, because that's what I want us to discuss. See you when we are back.
Welcome to Netizens.
Over 50% of Nigeria's population lack digital skills. Netizens was started in order to close this gap right here in Uyo through our impactful training programs and services.
At Netizens ICT, we impact the tech ecosystem by providing inclusive solutions and grooming tech talent to solve problems in the tech ecosystem.
We have created a comfortable space where people can come in, learn or do business with us.
Stop in anytime to check out our studio for your podcast or video content, a green screen and a team of professionals at your disposal.
At Netizens, we are unique,
Creative,
brands,
Innovative,
and inclusive.
All right, welcome back, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and put on the notification bell on this channel, because every week we drop amazing content you will not want to miss. Now back to my guest. Now, we're about discussing Facebook monetization. Now, you know, this has been a very there's a huge topic for conversation online. Most persons, I don't know if somebody from Meta came to see the president of Nigeria and he said that Nigeria will actually be included as the eligible country to be monetized on Facebook and also on Instagram. And since then, I've been seeing follow for follow. Follow me, I follow you. Let's build together, building together, growing together. Now, different kind of, should I say, how should I even call it? Different kind of friendship have now started for follow for follow.
Community.
Yeah, I remember I'm building community. There's one I saw recently. Somebody said, if somebody have 1 million followers, you'll be receiving 500,000 every month. Continue. I was like, what is 1 million followers? Yes, first of all, I want to get what is Facebook monetization first. They will now look at the criteria. Do you understand? I want to hear. What is Facebook monetization? This is just making money on Facebook.
Facebook monetization is very simple. Facebook is paying you for building a community. There's a particular services you're rendering under the auspices of Meta. That's Facebook.
Okay.
You can't get monetized because of only your followers. There are steps to get monetized on Facebook. And even when you get monetized, you are not the amount of money Facebook gets to pay you every month doesn't tantamount to the number of followers you have. It is solely from the numbers of views and engagement.
Sorry, before you get to that, the monetization part of it, the professional dashboard eligibility. That is, you're talking about the in-stream ads,
The
live
reels,
ads, the bonuses,
the
ads
reels,
on reels. So now you
and even
engage
stars and
other subscription comes
yes,
under
bonus.
bonuses. Now, but before you get to the monetization level, as a starter, as a content creator, whether anticipating, whether you're in it already, there are these things you need to understand. One, the first thing is your set goal. The second one is your targeted audience.
Okay.
So that you will not say, I have done a lot of things, that I cannot be monetized. Who are your targeted audience? Godwin said,
and what's your engagement?
Godwin said he did the first video and he got 10 views. Nice one.
That will be like how much?
Are you okay?
No,
We are coming to that. Don't worry, we will give you the proper sensitization you need to understand about this business. So he did the first one and he got 10 views. It was encouraging to him. he was climbing somewhere. But
Yeah.
to Facebook is nothing.
I'm wasting my damn time.
He's even
man.
wasting Mark Zuckerberg's time.
Yeah.
But then we were encouraging him at that time. So now there are criteria like you talk about. Having your set goal, your targeted audience, and you come to understand your SEO.
Search engine optimization.
Yes, search engine optimization. Thank God you know that already. That means you yourself na content. So when you have these three things at first, there are 5, but let's stop with 3. Understand? Then you talk about engaging the content at reality. You bring it to reality. Now people get to watch you. There are tasks Facebook has given you. 5,000 followers, Sabi? 60,000 watch hours. Now that is for only in-stream ads. Reels never tell us how we take get monetized. Reels go just wake up one day, give you invitation. So it does not operate like in-stream ads.
They just give invitation to be monetized.
That you can now do setup for monetization. Now these 4 things, you have 4. When you are done with followers and watch hour, there are 4 criteria you will meet, which is ads on Reels, bonuses, in-stream live, also ads on live, then in-stream ads. Now, each of these key characters has a limit. In-stream live or ads on in-stream up to today is still 600,000.
Yes, it is. 600k watch
hours. Whereas in-stream
Hold on.
ads,
Is 200k watch hour? Is it for one video?
it's not for
No,
one video.
not for one video.
Okay.
You need to make sure you have
A
up to that.
compiled video.
Okay.
Whether you have it in one video or a compiled, when once the tick hits, that means you have completed your watch hours. Now on bonuses, you get in one. On Reels, we no take no. Up to now, God Mark never said tell us what in some. You understand? So when you have completed all of this task, you've been asked of, Facebook will now monetize you. Remember, Nigeria is not eligible for monetization.
Yeah.
So now you have to apply through somebody
That is outside
the
Nigeria.
country. You understand?
An
And the
eligible
person will
country.
make a setup factor on your page. When after this has been done, my brother, welcome to labor market. Hardcore.
So it's not when I post my video, like this month, at the end of the month, I go to my account and
It doesn't work
Definitely
like
you
that.
can visit your account. Nobody's stopping you.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like
so how
that.
does it work?
For instance, when you have a monetized page, that's why I said I earlier mentioned that Facebook content creation is a very serious business. Considering the stages of the productions.
Okay.
You can be under the sun, under the rain, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours trying to shoot content, because there are some scenes you need to repeat them until you get it right.
Yeah.
I
understand.
Then going through the rigorous processes of editing, and then we need to talk. I think I need to mention those times. Posting videos on your account. The audience, the views you have is synonymous with the time you post. There are times you post if you are a content creator. It influences your audience.
I don't even ask that.
Yeah, because in Nigeria, in Akwa Ibom State, the time frame to post might not be the same with someone that is in Malaysia.
The time frame sorry to say, now you must understand when your audience
Yes.
are involved.
Yeah,
in the post.
I was getting to that. And these are some of those things that affect the turnover you make in a month.
Okay.
For instance, if you are generating a content like me, specifically my content is for the Aqua Cross. Now I know the timings, the engagement. Like I know how to get my content engaged with my audience. Now someone that is doing if I'm doing a content that is not only for Aqua Cross, there are times I need to post for engagement. You understand? So there is more to content creation. And now having so much in your account at the end of the month as a result of all the videos you made, is calculated from the views you had from the previous videos you posted for that month. And mind you, every content creator, your voucher must be ready to be paid every 20th of a new month. So when your voucher is ready, between 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, you should be able to get your money of every month. You understand? So it's an accumulation of what you made the previous month, from your views. So they pay per views, and most of the things that affect some people based on your audience, your targeted audience, is the people that views them. Like in Nigeria, that doesn't have the eligibility, what you will get cannot be compared to making a content that is consumable to someone that is in the UK, US, Pakistan, India, all of those countries, and the whites, they have a special preference for their countries. If you have a lot of people viewing your videos from the UK or the US, you get to have a bigger goodie bag than someone that is viewing from them. And you need to also understand the fact that in Africa, there are only 2 countries that are eligible to be monetized. That's South Africa and Egypt. So apart from those 2 countries, there is no country in Africa that is eligible for monetization on Facebook. So I also heard, I've had a lot of calls, from a lot of people that, like you rightly said, that Nigeria will be eligible for monetization by June. Well, I wish everyone well, because from what I read was that it was specifically detailed for Instagram, not on Meta, not Facebook. Okay. Those are 2 different platforms. Yes, I get it. You understand? So, and one thing I don't understand is what people say, follow for follow. That will result to money.
There have been a lot of countdown on this,
and it's really affecting us. Those countdown is really affecting us. Do you know that there is what do they call it? That Facebook used to monitor like trendings, like trending topics.
Yeah,
you understand? So the countdown that we had is on the trending list. And they get to monitor that we are already getting overexcited on something that is not happening. If at all it was even supposed to happen. That isn't really, I don't think that's even really a very good thing for us to be jumping on.
What you're trying to say is that the number of followers you have does not determine your...
No, it doesn't. That is why there are some people that will have 50k followers, but at the end you get to see them have 2 million, 10 million.
Are not even organic.
You understand?
Some are not organic.
And there's something you need to understand though. Having an organic follower and inorganic followers, they are 2 different things. You get to find that out when you try to look out for the impression of each of the videos, or the impression on your general page, how it is really doing. That's why you get to see people that have 2-point-something million followers, but they are struggling to have 20k. Even 800 views in a video, but you have 2-point-something million people following you. Yes, definitely. There are people like that. So it's not really about anybody can wake up and boost the page.
Okay, now, Facebook don't pay boosted content.
No, they don't. You are paying Facebook now.
They don't. That's ads.
You are paying. That's ads now. You are paying. You are paying
That's
Facebook.
branded content. Those are what we call branded content. You publish them. So now you are the one paying Facebook.
Yes.
Instead of Facebook paying you.
And they charge you bigger
to do business with me.
They charge bigger.
So but then you were too fast to give them hope. Why am I saying it was too fast to give them hope? You stated the rudiments already. You've analyzed a whole lot of things in monetization. But then I'm still telling you, monetization is not just a day job.
It's not
something you just wake up.
It's not even a week stuff.
So that thing I saw that people said, Facebook said, once you have 10k followers, you're eligible for money. It's wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
No, that's not what we are saying.
It's not wrong.
The eligibility for monetization
is a very different thing
from cash out purposes. Now,
it's
what
very
am I
different.
saying? Now, it is true that when you have 5k, you have completed the tick cycle for eligibility. And when you have 60,000 watch hour, you have completed. So now you are eligible for monetization. But no allow make these views run off or make next month come, give views. We don't complete this 60k because as they enter, they come out. As 7 days they come, this one they pour out. You understand? I know you no go understand me now. Now, as they come, they pour out. So you must run fast and monetize your page. But then I'm telling you, I am now assuring you confidentially that when you are monetized in Facebook, when Facebook monetizes you, that you are welcome to the run and die market. What do I mean by run and die? You wake up at midnight and you see what your earning is. My brother, you can have 10,000 views and you see 0.24 cents.
It's big now. Which one is 24 cents? 0.03. 0. It's not even. It cannot even be up to 24.
Let me shock you.
There's something we call CPM. There's something we call RPM.
RPM.
You know, you don't just see monetization is big. You can make a video. Spend so much resources on that video.
And at the end of the day, you don't get anything.
You lose.
My brother, you have had 9 point something million views, and I was violated for that video. You understand? Do you know the earnings of that video? I had just $3.
I understand.
No, let me make you understand.
No, these are the things people don't understand.
No,
you don't just jump into Facebook monetization and make fortune from it.
It is not like the more you look,
the less you see.
Now, this is what Facebook does. He talked about RPM. He talked about CPM. You understand? Now, if you want to make it as a content creator, please listen to all these things. Avoid violations. Now, there are violations in different categories.
Okay.
Now, these violations, it is just like you going to steal. Once a thief is a thief. Now, if your father has an hunchback, you understand? Anytime you comes out, you'll be addressed
As the son of a hunchback.
And apart from that, there's something you are missing. Please let me chip this in. There is no way you'll be a content creator without chopping violation. You must chop up.
No, like say you chop.
You must chop up because
violations.
Because violations.
You know,
they go fit return them in 3 days, in 1 week.
Go match
you know.
You tell the person, see, you match me. It's not intentional, and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry." The person goes, "It's okay." But is it a match where person go match you? He match you, so they use that you do guruguge. You can't tell person, see, he match me. Say, wait till me the match.
That is why.
You start off give the person buzz bar. It means say, bros, you don't overdo. Now, Facebook they tell you say you don't overdo. We have spamming.
Yeah.
We have nudity and sexual violation. Now, whether by picture, that is why Facebook, YouTube will always tell you if you are posting a picture that concerns nudity, it should be either an artwork and it should be explanatory. We have title and we have description. So it means once you post this, you should put under the description that you are talking about. Maybe Godwin is talking about a woman during the Ikorobasi war that was naked. They stood naked and they fought for war. You don't have any problem. Okay. But when you display the full characters of the woman in the visual conduct, that is when it happens to be violation. It is a crime. Facebook is telling you that
serious crime.
It is a no to their space. Why would they tell you it is a no? They first and foremost publish you with what we call sexual and nudity violation. And when you share your video too much, they don't understand the locality of where you are coming from. You jump back the sharing corner.
You don't chop them.
It is called spamming.
You go chop am. You know, guy, you no go chop
for 1 year. You get the one where they here now 1 year.
You know, guy, you no go chop am. That is why. See, we learnt this.
Sorry, also incredible hate speech. You know, hate speech. Speech. What you say, you cost me.
And they have robots in the
robot now. They even detect pigeon.
Yes.
Like now, even in my local dialect, I'm telling you, if I say yo me a fin, robot go pick you. They go flag that content.
They go shock you.
Flag them. They don't give you violation. They flag them. If you know delete them, you face panel. That the panel where they call violation. We be say they nag you bass. They give you violation. Now you come appeal. Now cut you there. Now they will come. They think should we?
Oh, we should not.
Oh, we should not. Now where your page depending. So if you were monetized, like you said, you can be monetized in the morning and demonetized in the afternoon.
But that's the truth.
So now, if you were monetized, they go collect your license. Just like if you be uniform man, you go do anyhow. They go say, come on, this uniform enter their room. So if they violate you and you are found not guilty, then go release you. Yeah. But when you are found guilty, my brother, you get one yellow sign where they go put for your page, like triangle.
Omo.
Is
And
that
another thing, see why it is very necessary for us to pour out our minds like this to our viewers is because we learned the hard way. You know, what
like
we went through, another person shouldn't go through.
Seriously.
Like for instance, I've lost 2 of my pages, and all of those pages I bought them monetized. I bought all of them. You buy a monetized page, you start running content.
Expensive.
I bought so damn expensive. I
Have
will
a page, 700,000 naira. I bought you this early this year.
you get it.
700,000.
You get it.
It has a policies.
And drop content without even understanding the Facebook community policies. So you go they chop this violation
Yeah,
left.
very.
But is it not dangerous to buy a monetized page?
No, it's not. It's the best thing to do.
If you can buy a monetized
It's
page
the
that
best
is
thing to do.
free, is free
Free
of
of
good
issues.
norms and issues, my
It's the
brother,
best.
go and start finding where to
It's the
make
best,
Same
though.
say something follow you from
It's
your
the
village,
best.
come down, you understand?
Okay, it's better than building your own page.
No, how you go? You, as a Nigerian,
can
if you
still build your own
you
page.
build you wait you when you build your page as a Nigerian, already they have already taken cognizance that that page is a Nigerian page, so it can never go far. It will not see the light of
No.
It will not see the light of
as if
day.
it
At
will
the
go
at the at the
it
end
will
of the
take you
day.
time to get monetized. But if you are looking for a quick earning, something to amplify your earning, you know, you get people like now. You tell Lugatis and say, go to build page again, bros. I don't get energy. I go they do, you know what? Because I go come they do follow for follow. Aside from follow for follow, I come they do giveaway. Come on. Share my video. Drop your account number. Drop your.
You know, so
That's
that is why it is very necessary for someone if you serious in if you want to be serious in the content creation, you know, you get to learn from the people that have already been there. You know, you need to lower your shoulders and learn, or
We can
else
show that part for you.
you will learn the hard way, the hardest way. Seriously, because the things I've lost, I've gone in not 2, 3 pages. I've lost 3 pages. The ones I'm using now, the one I'm currently using, Funny God You Need It 2, is a backup page. If you search Funny God You Need It, you will see Funny God You Need It. The one I bracket in my back. Then you see Funny God You Need It 2. That is the one I'm really that's the one that is monetized. The one that is Funny God You Need It is I lost monetization. You understand? But I had to keep that and get another page as a backup. So it is actually my backup page that is monetized at the moment.
No, in all this that you've said, will you still say that it's a lucrative venture?
Very lucrative, but it needs patience.
Exceedingly, abundantly lucrative.
It needs
Now,
patience.
you need to work on the guideline. You understand? Even the Bible
Needs
has made it
patience.
very clear that you should walk in His precepts. My brother, if you go to church, whatever the usher asks you to do, you do it. If you don't do it, you get in trouble with the usher. And no go offend usher will be stammerer. Now then you go get wahala for church. So now, if you take Facebook as an important business, because it's not everybody that takes the business very important. That is why we have fallen businesses, they collapse, you know, and you don't hear of them again. But when you take it important, you should be able to go through the guidelines. The community standard has offered you a lot of do's
And don't.
Please, even in your father's house, there are things you don't touch. And when you touch them, the cane must come on you. Understand?
You must be
So,
accompanied by a cane.
like I earlier said, there is nothing bad in being a content creator, but then you should be well vested and
With-
well prepared
For it.
to know what it means to be a content creator. This is my business. Now, content I they do.
Okay, now let's see. Funny Godwin, I would like you to actually tell us what it is that if you want to advise those that are actually aspiring, but I don't know what you're saying. You said Facebook may not allow Nigerians to actually get monetized by June. It's actually on probability now. What would you advise those that want to come into content creation? What would be your advice for them?
My advice is very simple. You need to be prepared financially, mentally, and
But the
otherwise.
thing is that people actually think that they can come into content creation to make money. Now you're saying you have to be financially prepared before you come into content creation.
Because you are talking about the business.
Okay.
It is capital
Intensive.
So that I did not want to use grammar. That was why I said you need to be. But that's the truth. That's it. It's the truth.
But every
There's
business, every business is.
you know, we are starting a content. First, you need an iOS for the quality and sound. For instance, now if you are using Android, no disrespect. If you are using Android, you will need to use lavalier mic. But there are some the sound production you get from an Apple phone, you can't get it on Android.
Even with the lapel mic.
Even with the lapel mic. Because once you are with the lapel mic and there is a little breeze, it affects what you had already done, what you shot.
The scratch.
You understand? So you need to get that off. It's a long process. So you need an iOS. And everybody knows that iOS is very expensive.
Yeah.
You know, and then with the quality, with the kind of content you want to be doing, if it's a content that would avail you to use a room, you need to be sure that there must be proper lightings. You are not getting those lightings down at Plaza. You need to buy them. You understand? It still boils down to money. Now, getting someone, because before you get to learn everything, you must have someone that has already been in the business, that understands that business, that can give you a guide. When that guy comes, the guy might charge you for to take you through all of this until you are okay and you are comfortable to produce a loan. If you are shooting with a phone, I think you can. There's a way you can. There are some apps you can use to edit. But if you are using a camera, you are of course renting that camera. If you can't buy, you are renting the camera, the sound, the lightings, the video editor. Those things are not free. That's why I said it is capital intensive. The heartbreaking part of the whole thing is that you might spend all this money and
2 cents.
Which 2 cents? Who give you 2 cents? It's in views. You go post video. You go day under the sun. You go do video for hours. Then go edit and go through the rigorous process of editing it. They will post it, bro. You go they drag 200 views. Waiting, they whine me. 200 views. It's not going anywhere. And it's not. There is no engagement. So that's why I said it at the beginning, that you need to also define what the kind of content you want to do and have a targeted audience. So when you have this audience, you have a plan of what you want to do, have in mind the kind of audience you want. You will also need to consider the timings you need to post your videos. And language is a very, very serious factor.
I feel that we'll actually fix another day for this conversation to go deeply because we are running out of time. But before we go, I'd like to hear your final words. Let me start from you.
Okay. Let me say, Akwa Ibom across Nigeria, behold content creation, and content creation is always there to work on you. But make a point and clear for you. In the side of this southern Nigeria, this south where I come from, Akwa Ibom to be very precise, we are not encouraging ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And not. But this is the aspect of where billings comes from friends and families who do not even want to see. Like, just imagine, say my friend, they go comment for Sabino's page. The same time when
they send your
video. But they send my video.
Because
they only come to me and say, oh, I see your videos. How can you tell me that? So I'm using this avenue to expose what has been happening within us. We get to be built, but we are not supported. So I'm just telling you, you will want to come into content creation. Don't feel say your friend will support you before you go get beef with your friend.
Definitely.
You understand? Carve your niche. And the sky, the zenith.
Okay.
You go beyond the zenith.
No problem. Your final words.
I would say I would really encourage anyone that wants to take up content creation as a serious business. But in as much as you have the passion for it, you need to do away with the mind of making millions at the start. Because it has processes. You understand? Do away with that mind, with that mentality. And you need to have a very thick skin. Because there are some things, even your spirit self will shock you as they do the content. Because there are some things that you would feel should fall into place, but it wouldn't. It's in fact, content creation is capital intensive. There is no two ways about it. For instance, if you want, there's a way you can come into content creation and you want to be known. Maybe you have the content of, like, if your content is very engaging, you shoot the content, you might need a lot of people to see it. Yes, it's very right for you to boost your content, but at that point you are not making profit because you are the one running ads on that to attract a wider reach, a wider audience to see what you are doing, to watch what you are doing, and then the ones that likes gets to follow you, stay glued to your channel. So whichever way you want to say it, it is very capital intensive, and we need your support. We need the support of Aqua Cross. Aqua Cross. We support Movetiti. What I'm saying so is that we try our best. Yes, it's somewhat a new thing in Aqua Cross. No, but we are also trying our best to showcase the many things that is happening, the roads, the good roads, the infrastructures that we have here, and the rich tradition and culture that we have here.
On that note, we'll come to the end of today's occasion of Clockwise. But please do not forget to like, subscribe, and put on the notification bell on this channel, that every week we drop amazing content. And also, do not forget that the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who did not go to school or those who will not go to school, but they are those who have refused to evolve as their environment is evolving. My name is Providence Essien. See you again.